All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a new financial technology called Remittix, or RTX. And according to the analysis we're looking at, it's trying to solve a problem so big, we have to measure it in trillions. So, let's dig in. So let's start with that number. And it is a huge one, $19 trillion. The source material we're breaking down says this represents the massive value gap between the world of cryptocurrency and our traditional banking system. It's all this value that's kind of locked up, and it's really hard to move from one world to the other. And that disconnect, that's the core problem we're talking about. You know, trying to send money from crypto to a normal bank account can be incredibly slow, surprisingly expensive, and just a headache. It's exactly this friction that a whole new wave of technologies is trying to fix. Which, of course, brings us to the big question. Can a new technology really build a bridge across this $19 trillion divide? Let's take a look at how Remittix claims it can do exactly that. Okay, so let's really break this challenge down. Just imagine you're trying to send crypto from a wallet in, say, one country to a regular old bank account in another. Right away, you're likely going to get slammed with high fees, you'll wait for days, and you'll deal with a bunch of complicated steps. That whole mess is the $19 trillion problem. The solution being proposed here fits into a category called PayFi, which stands for Payments Finance. Remittix is one of these PayFi platforms. It's built on Ethereum, and its main goal is to make those crypto-to-fiat transactions, turning your crypto into regular money, as simple and fast as sending an email. So what does this new crypto bridge actually look like? Well, Remittix is positioning itself not for the hardcore crypto traders, but more for regular people who just want to send money internationally without the hassle. So how's it supposed to work? The process itself is designed to be really simple. As you can see, you start with a pretty standard crypto wallet. Then you just pop in the recipient's bank info and you hit send. Now, the magic is supposed to happen behind the scenes. The platform's smart contracts, that's its automated code, are meant to do all the heavy lifting, converting the crypto to fiat and dropping it into the bank account. Now, at the very heart of this whole system is its own token, RTX. And it's more than just a currency you can send. It's actually designed to be the fuel that makes the entire engine run. Let's take a closer look at what it does. So, the RTX token has a few really important jobs. It's used for pretty much everything from paying network fees to earning rewards like bonuses. But I want you to pay close attention to that last point. The team and liquidity tokens are locked for 3 years. In the crypto space, that's a pretty big deal. It's usually seen as a signal of commitment. The team can't just dump their tokens on the market, which can help build some trust in the project's future. Now, to get the ball rolling and get people using the platform, they're using a pretty common crypto launch tactic, offering bonuses to early birds. The source material we're looking at mentions a potential bonus of up to 40% on those initial purchases. The goal is to build a solid user base right from the get-go. All right, so this ecosystem isn't just about sending money. It's also designed with a couple of ways for users to actually earn. And that's a really key part of the growth plan, giving people a reason to participate. The first method is staking. If you've been in the crypto world for a bit, you've definitely heard of this. It's where you lock up your tokens to help keep the network secure and running smoothly. And for doing that, you get rewards, usually paid out in more RTX tokens. According to their plan, this feature is set to launch in the third quarter of 2025. The second way to earn relies on the power of word of mouth, referrals. The platform offers a bonus of up to 20% when you bring new people in. So how does that actually play out? Yeah, this one is super straightforward. You invite your friends to use the platform, and you get a bonus paid out in RTX tokens based on the transactions they make. It's a classic growth strategy, right? Reward your most loyal users for helping spread the word. Okay, so the features sound cool, the incentives are there, but when we're talking about any financial platform, especially one in crypto, it all comes down to two massive questions. Is it secure? And is it actually going to last? At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one question. A platform can have all the slickest features in the world, but if people don't trust it, it has nothing. So, what's the argument for why anyone should trust Remittix with their money? The platform's main answer to that trust question is this. Its smart contracts have reportedly been audited by CertiK. And if you don't know, CertiK is a huge name in blockchain security. They're the ones who go through the code with a fine-tooth comb, looking for any bugs or vulnerabilities that could be exploited. So here's a quick look at how Remittix positions itself against the old-school ways of sending money. The table really highlights their 4 big claims: being faster because it's all automated, having lower fees, being more secure because of those audited contracts, and having a wider reach with a goal of over 30 countries. But look, let's be real. A promise on paper is not a guarantee of success. The platform's entire future really depends on whether it can deliver on these key things. It needs real people to actually use it, it needs to form partnerships to grow, it has to keep making the tech better, and it has to do all of that in a super competitive market. And all of this brings us to one final, much bigger question. Stepping back from just this one project, will PayFi technologies like this one actually succeed? Are they going to be the thing that finally redefines how we all move money around the world? Well, that's something that won't be decided by promises, but by whether millions of people actually start using it.